Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. We have the assisted dying bill going through Parliament as we speak. There will be a vote on it later. I believe it's the end of this week. And it's likely to go through on the first stage. Now, there are supporters, of course, and there are those who are against. There are those on the fence. And there are those that have changed their mind as proceedings have gone on. And at least people are talking about it, and those that change their mind are being swayed by arguments for and against. And as this is a non-political matter, the whips are not whipping. It is a, what do they call it, a moral vote, an ethical vote, not a party political vote. People are free to vote how they wish. However, the argument should be on such a fundamental matter that we shouldn't rely on the morals of an individual representative to speak for the nation. I believe that this should have been a referendum matter and that the voice of the people should have been heard on this. This is so fundamental to everything we hold that I think to rely on the morals for or the morals against of one vote representing 100,000 people seems wrong. It just seems dubious, shall we say. Now, whether or not it goes through or not is up to them. The supporters say they have the numbers. There are others that are saying it's on a cliff edge. It's very, very close. And I'm sure it is. I think it'll be closer than they claim. I do think it'll go through. But it's going to be very, very close. But this, of course, is only the first reading. It then has the first reading, it passes, then it goes off to the Lords, where they debate it, and they'll suggest change this, change that. They may want to put a few more controls in place, perhaps. Then it comes back, it has a second reading, it gets approved, off to the King, he signs it into law, jobs are good 'un. Assuming, of course, it gets past the second reading, or the first. Now, I think, from my understanding, and of course it is subject to change after it goes to the Lords, but I think from my understanding, there are sufficient safeguards generally in this bill. There are a couple of things I think it should actually be loosened on, but I'm not going to get into them. That's not the purpose of this video. My general view, and again, this isn't me telling you how you think. This is a morals. This is a personal view. You may have a different view, and that's absolutely fine. Let me know. My view is it should go through. There should be an assisted dying so that you can choose the time and place so that you can go with dignity. You can reduce your pain and suffering, and you can do it at a time when you can have your family around you and it isn't just random at 3 o'clock in the morning dying alone with nobody holding your hand. And I think that from a humanity point of view is absolutely fine. If it's a terminal disease and you're going to die anyway, what is the point? Let someone go with dignity. I've seen elderly relatives hang on and on and on, way beyond what they should bear. Indeed, if it was a dog, you could be prosecuted for cruelty for not putting the dog down. I know you cannot compare dogs and humans, but talking of dogs, but the principle, there's a horse. A horse is just walking past my window and the dog doesn't like it. 1 second. Shut up! The horse! There we go. But yeah, it's just one of those it's one of those policies that I think should not be in the hands of politicians. It should be in the hands of the people. So thank you very much. I apologise for me dog barking at the horse. He's a pain. But no, let me know what you think. Should it go through? Shouldn't it? What's your views on assisted dying? Thank you very much.